So the real question is, how did we get to where we're at now? And it's actually pretty simple, but people didn't see it. So where we're at is an economic collapse and a national condition in which we would have trouble winning a world war or a limited war. So the way we got here is really simple. The massive inflation you're seeing now actually has been occurring for over 30 years. It was just hidden overseas where you couldn't see it. And the way that happened was NAFTA and GATT. So in one fell swoop, what the powers that be did is they exported the manufacturing base of the United States, which severely weakened it in its ability to fight a world war or a limited war. And as part of that, the economic conditions it set up, it moved inflation overseas. So what happened was all these cheap goods that were made with slave labor and low-cost wages, that hid the true inflation. If you'd been buying the goods manufactured in the United States, you would have seen the inflation that occurred over the last 30 years that was hidden from you. For instance, I work at Alcoa and Cooper Tools. And at Cooper Tools, they could make 3 tape measures in China for 1 tape measure in the United States. So that manufacturing cost was lowered, thereby hiding inflation. When we look at the situation in Mexico, what NAFTA did to Mexico was set the cartels up to control that country. The way this occurred is it killed the corn farming agro industry in Mexico. There were millions of small corn farmers in Mexico. NAFTA killed that by importing cheap U.S. corn. What this did is freed up millions of ag laborers and millions of acres of land that the cartels could occupy and use. It provided them basically a slave labor force to grow their narcotics throughout Central and South America. NAFTA was a key building block in establishing the cartels as power players in the country and giving them controls of the country. So you can see the leaders that pushed and passed NAFTA, they profited from it, they weakened the United States, and they set everything in motion you're seeing now. The real repercussions of NAFTA and GATT will be seen if the conflict in Ukraine overflows into a world war. So please share your thoughts. We'll see you on the next video.